Welcome to my channel. Today I will be talking about document requirements for a mortgage application. We'll give you an overview of what to put together, what sort of documents to prepare for a mortgage application. So first of all, you will need to provide a piece of ID, very important. This could be a passport, a UK driving license, for example. You also need to provide a proof of address document. This could be a utility bill such as council tax or gas electricity bill, or you can provide a UK driving license as well, or a recent bank statement. What is really important is that a bank statement, a utility bill cannot be older than 3 months, so they have to be dated within 3 months. You will also need to provide proof of deposits. This could be just saving statements or bank statements if the money is sitting in a bank account. We will need to see the last 3 months just to see the build up of this deposit and the source of the deposit. Often I can see that people keep the money in several different accounts. Then we need 3 months of each account where we can evidence the funds. If the money were transferred over from one account to the other, again, quite recently, last 3 months, then we will have to be able to see the trail of the funds. So we need 3 months of all of them. If the proof of deposit or the deposit is gifted funds, then we will have to collect additional documents. For example, gifted deposit template will have to be signed and completed by the donor. If the funds are larger, so we have a threshold when we actually require bank statements as well from the donor. So if we are talking about a larger lump sum, most likely we'll require 3 months bank statements from the donor to evidence the funds. Also, if the funds come from abroad, we will require bank statements from the donor. If the money is already transferred into the applicant's account, we will need to see the trail of funds as well. These bank statements will be required not just by the lender and mortgage broker, but also the solicitors. If the deposit is from sale of property, if in the UK, so if a lot of the times what we see is that the property has not been sold yet, the applicant is in a chain, and we know that eventually when that property is sold, that's where we will be getting the deposit from. In that case, of course, we will not need statements because those monies are still not cannot be evidenced on a bank statement. But if the property has already been sold, most of the time I see this in people who sold property in a foreign country, for example. Then we will need to see the sales agreement, preferably translated if it's in a foreign language, and we must see the funds paid into the applicant's bank account, and again we need to see the trail of funds. So deposit can be quite complex. I always find out what's the source, and I can advise the clients exactly what they need to provide. In terms of proof of income, of course, we need documents regarding that as well. If someone is employed, we will ask for pay slips, normally last 3 months, or if weekly paid, last 13 weeks. If somebody is contracting, for example, or recently started a job, we will ask for contracts as well, employment contracts. Sometimes we ask for P60s as well. And if somebody is self-employed, then we will be asking for the last 2 years SA302, so tax calculations, tax year overviews, again from the last 2 years. And if somebody is a limited company, we will also ask for the last 2 years finalized company accounts. So as you can see, depending on what the client does for a living, we can require slightly different documents. We will also ask for bank statements, current accounts, last 3 months. Some people have more than one account. We will ask 3 months of all of them. We need to evidence income paid into the account, but also we will check direct debits, commitments. That's where we can really see the credit commitments coming through the bank statements as well. On top of this, we might ask for a credit file as well. If somebody had any blips, or they think, or the broker, normally broker check this, if they think there's a good reason to check the credit file, then most likely that is requested as well, just to see clearly what happens, and accordingly what lender would be able to still lend the funds to the client with those little blips in there. So in a nutshell, you will need to prepare these documents. We always need the most recent of everything. So perhaps there's no point putting bank statements together just as yet, unless you're ready to go right now, because it always has to be the last 3 months. Hope you found the information useful, and I wish you all the best and lots of luck with your house purchase.